Hey, 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 hey. Yes, you are in the right place. Mall Flanders. My finger hit the button early. What can I tell you? We're a little ahead of schedule. I don't care. Because you're in bed with Mouse. All is well. And that's a bottle of water behind my head in case I get parched. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, everybody. Yes, you are in the right place. I've seen who else is in there. Bueller. 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 I did say 11 p.m. It's a little early. I'm even a little bit early. Yeah, I am 9 minutes early. That's okay. People watching this on playback, we'll just fast forward a little bit. That's all. I was turning the camera from portrait to landscape. My finger hit the go live button, and there you go. That's life on the YT, on the U of the tube, on the tube of the U. Now, of course, there are going to be people messaging me, hey, when does this thing start? Welcome to my bedroom. You've seen it during the day. When I do it in the AM, this is in the PM. See, there we go. People already checking in with me off my screen. Sorry, I may have to do that a couple of times. I'm very in demand, apparently. And there is my Belzy. Balthazar. And no, not if they know they're on camera. Say hi, sweetheart. My muffin. Look at him. He is just the sweetest. This cat has pillow DNA. Look how big he is. He's my pillow boy. He's my sweeter. He's my Belzy bear. That's my middle son, my Jan Brady. He's always saying, Sabby, Sabby, Sabby. Because here's Sabby. Here's his Royal Majesty, the Prince of Grump. I love him so much. It was just him and I for a very long time, so he's very protective of me. He's like, Mom, get that thing on my face. They're very private for cats. Oh, I'm so comfortable. Oh, when all else fails, my bed is the most comfortable thing in the world. If I fall asleep during the prayer meditation thing, just be aware. Hey, y'all. Hello, Donabella. My finger hit the go live button as I was turning it from portrait to landscape. So deal. I'm ready. Where's the camera? There is the camera. Okay, just checking. Just making sure so I look in the right place. Oh yeah, I guess it would be there, wouldn't it? Knock, knock. Anyone home? I'm here. Hello, I'm all Flanders. I know your real name. Hi, hi, hi. Ho, ho, ho. I hope you can all see me. It says I'm live and the numbers are ticking by. I think this is the right place, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara. It's nice to be snuggled up in bed with my kitties. Just passing by, saying hi. Hello, tarot for lovers and significant others. Nice to see you. Hello, Lorraine. Hello, hello. Are you asking me how I am? I'm doing okay. I took the day off. When you're self-employed, there's no such thing as a day off. No, even self-care is part of the business plan, right? I was burning out quick, so I took today off. I mean, I did some work. I did actually a lot of things. I did things that had to be done, around the house and whatnot. Talk to my mom. That's a daily thing we do. We used to live on the same piece of property. Move over. I know. This is a very comfy bed. My mom and I used to live on the same property for oh my God, a really long time, decades and decades. And then they moved to Saratoga and I moved to Holbrook. Now we talk every single day. Like when you live on the same property, that proximity, you kind of know what's going on vibrationally. Now we check in every day. You hear that? That's a snoring cat you're hearing. Oh, let's see. Caught him. He's like, I'm not doing that. That's on me. What do you have to say, Savvy? Damn paparazzi. Damn paparazzi. Paparazzi. Not a rattlesnake? What a blessed evening it is. Hello, Colin, sweetheart. Not a rat. Small animal. Not a rat. Has a mouse. Or has a ball. Hops about. I heard they put all the AbFab episodes up on Netflix. I'm gonna have to binge that in between doing videos tomorrow. Lap. Chop. Jane Horrocks forever. A catger? Okay. Sometimes I feel like I miss things, being the youngest. This is my good boys. They keep me alive. They really do. So many times I thought about exiting planet Earth, so to speak. And I can't because I have boys. I do always remind you of AbFab, don't I, sweetie darling? It's my chance, sweetie darling. Let me in. Sweetie darling, let me in. Sweetie darling, let me in. We're just waiting until everybody gets in the room. Everybody. We're going to wait until at least 11:05 like we usually do. Yeah, it's 3 minutes to 11 according to my clock. So we'll schmooze for a little bit more, see who else jumps in the room. And we'll do a little prayer, a little meditation, a little chill. Just comfort time for those of you that are in the Mark Angelo Lyons Mel for Short Facebook group. We're not going to talk about what happened today in the room because it's already done and dealt with. So we're just going to snuggle up with each other, virtual snuggle up with each other. I heard you been alternating seasick and lovesick, but I think the music got through to the long distance love. Oh, good. Well, blessed be. Blessed be for that. You know, love is the answer, but we have so many obstacles to love's presence, which is our natural inheritance, says the Course in Miracles. And they're right. You know, our fears that there's this wall between us and divine love, but divine love didn't put it there, we did. So, you know, if our relationships are helping us break through all that, well, then blessed be. That will all make sense in the end of it, won't? Because I've had my heart just so dashed to ashes so many times in this life. One of my college roommates was a drag queen, and we did a number as Patsy and Eddie lip syncing to the theme song of Darling Wheels on Fire. Walking down the road. I know that show a little too much, considering I don't drink and drug that much anymore. I have a drink every now and again, and I promise you where to go. This is water. This is not wine. There's not that much left in it either. I bottle my own. I have a pure filter. Otherwise, like every 10 minutes, you have to like run and refill the damn thing. So I have 7 bottles, 6 cobalt blue, 1 heart chakra green. Please don't spill all over the bed, otherwise I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. You hang in there too, tarot for lovers and significant others. And if you ever want to join our Facebook group, you're more than welcome to. Well, anyone's more than welcome to. I just got rid of my first person there today. First time I ever had to do it. I learned the technology of how to do it. It ain't that hard, which is a good thing, I guess. So you have a blessed be, my tarot reading sister. Because we're going to do a little prayer, a little meditation. Just, I have to keep doing this to see. Good, 11 o'clock. We're just going to give people some more time. What happened? Oh, the thing that somebody wanted to post something in the private group that felt off to me, felt a little fake newsy. Yeah, so I had to, because when I removed it from the group, there's a place where you can comment and say, I removed this because there's something off with the translation. Because it was originally from Italian, but the way it was translated, I was like, that's an odd way to say that. And maybe it was just Google Translate, but it was so terror-inducing on top of that, that just something in my gut said, this is not cool. And if she had been cool about it, but she like came for me, saying that I didn't care. And I was like, bitch, you've been in my room you've been in this group for how long now? You think I don't care? And I just knew that nothing good was going to come out of it. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bigger fish to fry, sweetheart. What I think happens is people really identify, like they don't know what to do. They feel powerless. So they get a piece of information, maybe not checking where the information has come from, and they just want to share it and share it and share it. And it had that frantic feeling to it. And that's why I posted what I did. I'm getting really good at talking about it without talking about it. And I think that's fine, you know. I get why the rules are that way on certain social platforms, particularly ones with video on it, right? Hello, Lavola. I hope that's the right way to say your name. That's weird, but this is a weird time. Yeah. It is a weird time, and that's why I asked the private Facebook group if everybody was cool with us being sort of just like a place that takes a break from all of that, you know. Yes, well said. Thank you. Good. Because Mark is hard to mispronounce, although people will call me Mal of the French, like je mal la tête, means I have a headache. Je me la tête. Je me le cœur does not mean I have a pain in the heart. It means I have to throw up. At least it's pretty. Gotta love the French. Yeah. Hey all. Hello, D. Hansel. Hansel. I know I tease you. You're one of my students from a long time ago. I'm allowed. I'm not your teacher anymore. Welcome, everybody. Yes, I am in bed. Okay, if that didn't just reduce your stress and open your heart, nothing's gonna. He's like, am I on camera? God damn it, Mom. I have 3. The other one's under the bed. This is my Bellsy. He's like, I have laser eyes. But you look a little demonic there, kid. Can you shut off the laser eyes? It's not in my control. My sweetie, I love my boy so much. The youngest one, the baby, is under the bed. That's where he sleeps. He's the youngest. I understand. His brothers are big brutes. He's a cannonball, though. If you ever watch my videos, Melky's the one who's always jumping up on the chair next to me, my little cannonball. So just checking, where are we on time? We got a couple more minutes of schmooze time. If anybody wants to schmooze, say hi. Hi. Hey, Mari. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Well, this is really, really good for my upper back. If I stretch this way, I just hold the camera like this the whole time. I mean, plenty of YouTubers do. So, do you get messages from Spirit? Like text messages, like all day long? And I have my whole life. I just didn't know they were from Spirit for the longest time, which was a little disconcerting as a kid. When you know things. And you save them, and you're like, how do you know that? And you're like, now I can just say, I'm a clairvoyant empath, thank you. I am rested. That's why I decided to do this tonight. I didn't have to do, I don't have to do anything. I didn't have to do this tonight, but I took a shower, and while I was in the shower, I just go, why don't you do that tonight? Like messages from Spirit, like, why don't you do that tonight? Why don't you, just go and do a little prayer thing. And I was going to do it downstairs at the dining room table like I do every night at 11 p.m. Or, you know, like in the mornings, 11 a.m., I like doing it from the couch or from the bed because it's more relaxed. It's like, let's start our way. Let's start our day the relaxed, magical way, right? I was terrified as a kid because I didn't understand what I was feeling. Of course not. I mean, I was born in 1968. So, you know, the 70s and the 80s were not necessarily the time for children to be exploring their psychic intuitive abilities, right? it wasn't until really the 80s that stuff you could start talking about at the dawn of the new age, at least the dawn of the new age cacophony, right? Oh, I just got a super chat. Thank you, Mal. Bless your heart. $10 from Mal Flanders. I still feel like when somebody does that, I should do a shot or like break into song or something, which I kind of do a shot of water. That's really not worth $10. I am worth $10 at least. Good evening, Grace, darling. Grace Walker. Any relation to Karen, honey? What's going on here? Megan Mullally, bless her heart. Oh my God, I love, what is that, like a little fox hugging a heart? Oh, it's so cute. The animation is so cute. Hi. Apparently I was born to do this sort of thing. Well, I went to the Boston Conservatory of Music, Dance and Theatre. I'm glad that training went somewhere. Because once you've been 10-foot tall Jesus on stilts, sweetie, what else is left? Once you've been hit in the head with a rubber chicken in front of thousands of people, what do you do? What do you do to top that, darling? You become a witch and a teacher, and you teach for decades. And you read people's cards, and you tell them what's in their energy field, sweetie. And then, the world shuts down, so you go on YouTube. Natural progression. Let's do our opening prayer, right? We got our usual suspects in the room. It looks like our usual suspects are in the room. So while I'm doing this wonderful yoga pose, holding the phone over my head like this. Okay, ready? Shades of Madonna, shades of Vogue, shades of Vogue. What are you looking at? Let's say our evening prayer, shall we, cats and all? Everybody take a couple of nice full deep breaths. Yes, I've prayed on my back before. I'm a gay man. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Here we go. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is. We surrender this time spent together to you. May it serve your purposes, because we are here only to be truly helpful. We are here to represent you who sent us, so we don't have to worry about what to say or what to do, because you who sent us are directing us. And we are content to go wherever you wish, knowing that you go along with us, and that we will be healed as you teach us how to heal. As ever, in these chats and in all things for me personally, please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom, knowing that our greatest intention is to be heart-centered moving forward in this world, not just in this time of conflict and crisis, but always, whether we know it or not, that our hearts really do want to lead the way, and we do want to be the best that we can be, and we really want to speak from love and choose love and come from love all the time. But you know better than we do. None of us here is perfect unless all of us are perfect in process. So we ask for you to send grace through our breath. Blessed be our breath with grace. That our own spirit, our own soul, our own unique connection to you, God, Goddess, all that is, the divine, whatever we call that great light, that great source, that we may have a closer walk with thee, and in this moment, a closer rest with thee. That so many of us are isolated, that are not used to being isolated. Some of us are isolated that are very used to being isolated. And some of us are hunkering down with people that maybe we don't want to be hunkered down with. And then there is, of course, those blessed ones that are with their loved ones. May we all experience your love and your grace tonight as we drift off to sleep. Great Spirit, God, Goddess, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, whatever lens through which we perceive the divine light. May we all be blessed tonight. May we all get a true, deep, restful, healing night's sleep. that we may awake in the morning refreshed, clear, in alignment, ready to face whatever this universe has for us, knowing in some way that whatever comes to us is to make us better. They say if it doesn't kill us, it makes us stronger. Well, our souls are immortal, and nothing kills the soul, so it's making us stronger. Chipping away the excess marble, revealing the work of art that the divine created underneath it all, that our light may shine brighter, our heart may open a bit easier, our love may flow a bit more consistently, a bit more stronger in this time. And may we be forgiven our errors. May they be corrected somewhere in time and space, so that we really can let go of that old world we used to live in just weeks ago, knowing that we are all in the crucible. We are all being held fast in the fire so that we burn away that which no longer serves. And indeed, may there be peace on earth, and may it begin with us. May there be love on earth, and may it begin with us. May there be health on earth, and may it begin with everyone. May everyone in this world be healed in their spirit, in their mind, in their emotions, in their hearts, in their bodies. May all things be returned to a new homeostasis. May things achieve a new balance, a new homeostasis within it all. That we may breathe a little easier each day. That the angels themselves resolve the conflicts going on using us as needed. But that for those of us who are at home, that we may learn to use our true powers given to us by you, Great Spirit, God, Goddess, all that is, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Hera, Zan, Jaina, whoever we pray to. That we may rise and become the heroes we were born to be in this time, even if we can't leave our homes, even if we're afraid. May we find the courage to pray more than we ever have before, more meaningfully than we ever have before, even if we make up the words like never before. May we be channels of your grace. May the love that we really are shine through for the well-being of all. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, all that is, Zeus, Buddha, Jesus, Hera, all y'all, angels, masters, saints, gods, goddesses, healers, ancestors, guides. Hopefully we're beyond the point of needing pretense and formality in this world, in a time so in need of divine intervention. Let there be divine intervention, intervene, and may it begin with us. Use us. Help the world. And may the divine empaths, well, the help that they need getting through this for the well-being of all that I am now. And so it is, so mote it be. Amen. Hallelujah. Pass the ammunition. As I almost break out into tears, Pisces moon. Empath that I am. How y'all doing? How are my empaths doing out there? Oh, my bed is so comfortable. If this bed could talk. Oh, right. I told my mom I'm doing this tonight, so maybe I should watch it. She might be watching. Hera might be watching. Hey, Colin. Colin, we'll talk after this for sure. Just give me a few minutes after I sign off to get things together. So this is our comfort time. This is comfort time so far. I haven't noticed any shenanigans going on in the room. I had to go grocery shopping today, but was so proud of myself for actually not panicking the whole time. See, I haven't done that yet, so you are braver than I am, Donabella. I'm here, meaning empath. Gotcha. Doing good, just so bored. So motive be, blessedly. Okay, you're all replying to the same thing at different times. It's fine. I haven't been bored, oddly enough. Well, like I said, I'm self-employed, so there's never really time to be bored. But you got kids running around, Mari, right? You got kids. The empath I am has to cry now. Good, and that's what we've been talking about here. Cry, because you are not just crying for you. You are crying for those who cannot cry. We've been talking about this in these live streams as well as on in the Facebook group, that this is our time, the empaths, because isn't it funny? Well, not funny, haha, funny, but funny, interesting, that so many of the divine feminine first wave empaths, right, the energy healers in that sense, that we would sort of be sequestered with nothing to do, so that we would eventually have to either go 100% guano. If you're not familiar what guano is, look it up. Batshit. Or we turn inward and we deal with our emotions. But here's the part that I don't think people get, and it's what I call the empathic piece. The empathic piece for me, yes, not bored like I have nothing to do, bored of being home so much and without another adult at home. That I can understand. I mean, I've never had kids in this life. I have cats. They're tricky enough, but they don't ask questions. They just take what they want, my cats. But the empathic piece is that as empaths, really the whole point is we're feeling other people's stuff. Like, I've been called a crybaby since I was a baby, which I think is a little okay for a baby to be a crybaby, but you're so sensitive, right? My older brothers just used to really torture me and then make fun of me while I cried. Well, welcome to the 70s, right? Child psychology is drastically different now. Which, I needed that. I needed that tough skin, but now I get a lot of the pain that I had been holding on to all these years was not my own. It was the energies of others around me, my parents, the neighbors, my brothers, my sister, perhaps to an extent, just people, like, we've been absorbing these energies like sponges for decades, storing them in our cell tissue. Now go read Caroline Myss, Anatomy of the Spirit. Just read Caroline Myss. Everybody should be reading Caroline Myss. Her daily live streams are awesome. I have to catch up. I should binge watch those, right? Like, do one of those and then an ab fab. Caroline Myss and then an ab fab. Just sort of balance it out a little bit. Left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain. Genius. But it would make sense now that we're getting triggered left, right, and center, because we're healing it and feeling it. You got to feel it to heal it. You can't just push it all down and expect things to go well, right? Air becomes water, thought becomes emotion becomes form, water becomes ice, right? It crystallizes into form. So why wouldn't we, in this time of such fear, be picking up on everybody else's fear, and it's making us feel everything? Now, I bet if we sent around like a census, like an empathic census, were you considered a crybaby? Oh my God. Were you called oversensitive? Yes. Were you called a dreamer? Yes. Were you told you lived in your own fantasy world? Absolutely, because I needed some place to escape from everybody else's raw emotion. And it was such a revelation to find out in my, I'll say, teens, adolescent, once I started studying this stuff, that not everybody felt everybody's stuff. I was like, oh, that's why they're that way. Oh, because you'd hear of empathy, but it was like social empathy, right? Like, I feel sorry for them, which is more sympathy, I guess. But I don't know, the scale of sympathy to empathy seems to be a sliding one. But to really take it as an empathic skill, it really is a skill. Particularly as a reader, like I'm clairvoyant empathic. There's no question about it. When someone sits in front of me, even oddly enough, through like a video messenger or on the phone, talk to crap being me alone, or because I would read in my room alone. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That was me. I mean, my mom, when she is watching, I hope she remembers this. When I would ask her what a word meant, she'd say, "Go look it up." I looked up more than I went looking for, obviously, along the way. Got me a library card. I was reading books on the occult from the Bayshore Brightwaters Library at like age 11. Yeah, just a weird kid that way. But here's the thing. What if we are the filters? What if we are taking the excess? I believe we are. Here's the image they gave me. And I know for those of you who've been following me for the past couple of weeks, I've been using this image. But this image was given to me, I think, by the divine, because it makes sense. It's certainly triggered and informed by the work of Matt Kahn. I always try and give credit where credit is due. Like, I didn't learn all this stuff. It didn't all come through me. Original channel, the OC, the Real Housewives of the original channel, the OC. No, he said that our bodies are holograms of the universe, right? Like, what's a hologram? The whole is within the piece, and So, and our hearts are planet Earth. I love that image. Beautiful image. Oh, I guess Mother Earth is in my heart. I bless my heart. I bless the earth. I'm down with that. So if you can imagine that, do you want to do, we'll do a little meditation. Let's do a little empathic clearing. I said I was going to do meditation. Let's do this. Everybody get comfy. Phone. Let's see if you will turn along with me. Rotate device. I said rotate device. It is. It looks like it's working. Why does it have a little padlock on it? I don't know. Yeah, screw it. We'll put it back this way. I don't trust it. I don't trust this technology. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Sabby. Sabby's playing with the cord. Well, if you don't behave... Isn't he just gorgeous? He's just so good. I love you. I love you, Pumpkin. Okay. We're going to meditate. Everyone get yourself comfortable in a position you can stay in comfortably for a little bit. Try and get my hair out from under my head. And you can close your eyes if you like. I'll keep an eye on what's going on in the room. I can do this with my eyes open. So just close your eyes and breathe. Just follow your breath. And if you fall asleep, you fall asleep. I find that a great compliment. Plus, I won't know if you fall asleep. And breathe deeply, but breathe in a relaxed way. Like you don't have to take big, long bucketfuls of breaths, right? Just in through the nose, in through the mouth, whatever works. We're not going to like hyperventilate. We're not trying to psych ourselves up. We're not trying to shoot adrenaline through our bodies. Just relax. And if you're already laying down like I am, it's very, very easy to just let your body melt into whatever it is you are sitting on, laying on, sitting in, however that works. And just as a loving gesture to yourself, just start at the top of your head and work your way down, giving your body permission to relax. Right? Like your jaw. It's not cute for me to go slack jaw because I'm on camera, but you can go slack jaw. Just you can even drool a little. No one will know. And just let your arms and legs just go limp. Just make sure you're in a safe place to do that, And just kind of go limp. And allow your awareness to move through your body again, feeling your body from the inside out. Like, what does it feel like as your rib cage expands with each inhale? And notice how, as you tune into what your body feels like from the inside out, that the mind kind of silences a little bit. Because you really are here and now. That awareness is not thought if you can become aware of your thought. And with your body relaxing and the mind relaxing, I'd like you to now pick up that mind in terms of imagination. If you're not good at visualizing, it's fine. You can just pretend that right inside your skin is the hologram of the universe. Right? Galaxies and star systems and planets, but a lot of space. More space than not. Inner space. And now superimpose on that image of the universe, or the experience, or the pretending of the universe inside your body. Imagine an overlay of your nervous system, right? They can coexist. You are both a hologram of the universe as well as you have a nervous system. And the nervous system is a network. So see it as a net, like a fine, multi-layered mesh, like a filtration system, right? Like an air filter. But nerves run through pretty much every cell in your body, right? Pretty much every organ, every tissue is connected to a nerve in a nerve system. Pretty much. So you have your interior network, your interior net. Now imagine all of the emotions that are being felt in the world, in the universe, but particularly in the area of where you live, where you are physically right now. Not just the room that you're in or the house that you're in, the neighborhood you're in, the town, the county, the state, the region, the country, wherever you are on planet Earth. And imagine that some of those emotions are just passing right through your net without touching anything because they're not your specialty. Empathically, those emotions, there's no attraction to your neural net, your nervous system, your empathic field. So it just passes right through. And as you breathe, you're breathing prana, chi, life force, whatever you want to call it, the E that equals MC squared eventually. And blessing that net, clearing that net, giving it everything it needs. On the inhale and exhaling, everything you don't need just in that moment. And with the good stuff, out with, we don't have to call it the bad stuff, we call it the stuff we don't need, that which does not serve. So sort of cleaning the filter, as well as accelerating the filtration process. And notice what you feel. As you now use the mind again, because that holographic pattern of the universe and that nervous system neural net is always in place. You're just being aware of it. But now you can think about what are the emotions that are being drawn into your net. These are your specialties. These are your strengths. For me, it tends to be heartbreak, disappointment, and grief. Because I've had a lot of it. A lot of loneliness. Because I have. And as much as that at times feels like such a cross to bear, my God, it makes sense if I'm an empath. That all of that pain, that loneliness, that heartbreak, that sadness was only partially my own all along. And that my job as a master healer, I didn't even know I was, is to feel it and to give it the love that it needs, that it wants, that it's aching, because everything is just love that hasn't remembered what it is, even down to our cell tissue, even down to the most densest human being on planet Earth. They are just the divine that has forgotten who they are. Even the darkest demon is just an angel that has forgotten its light in the fall. But we rise through ascension, and ascension is an alchemical process of heat and pressure, and nothing creates more heat and pressure in the nervous system quite like emotions. So whatever is in your net, whatever it is that you're empathing, it's because you're strong. It's because we're all one. It's because we are the souls who were chosen to incarnate in these bodies at these times to relieve the pressure from all of humanity in its time of crisis and fear. This is what we do. The crybabies, the oversensitives, the dreamers, the loners, the freaks, the geeks. We had to be outcasts. We had to be ready. All part of the divine plan, and we have a right to be excited that we're finally getting to use our powers because we've been using them all along. So for all of those people who can't cry because they won't cry, we cry for them. And we get the benefit of the healing and the expansion that crying those tears brings afterwards. We get the wisdom. We excavate our own nervous systems, our own cell tissue, and the patternings of this world, making room for more light to come in, more love to be. Because we are internal emotional alchemists. Our very nervous systems, our very chakra systems, the laboratory. That as we love what rises within us, we are healing a world, accelerating its process of healing through internal divine alchemy. What an honor. What a gift. Not just that we have, but that we give. And so we are the first ones to awaken spiritually. We're the first wave. Second wave will do the social justice thing, the divine masculine thing, changing the rules and the infrastructures and all that. That's fine. Let them. And the third wave, they want to merge with the technology, and that's okay. They'll be the last to go, but they'll be the ones coming up with the genius solutions to clean up this world. How to filter the seawater from the microplastics and purify the air, although I'm sure the air is having a good time purifying herself. The trees must be thrilled. So we're all part of this. We're all in this together. And my job is not to lead. I'm not a leader. Except of prayer and meditation, maybe. A workshop, a class. But I'm here as a brother in this life. A friend who understands and who can read you for filth if necessary when you don't know what's going on. This isn't our first time doing this, and it's just our first time doing this in this life. That's how valuable you are. So take this time now, and if you can, place your hand on your heart and just repeat after me. I love you. I love you, heart of my heart. I love you, child that I am. I love you, sensitive one. I love you, crybaby. You're so important. Your emotions are important. Thank you for being so deep and sensitive at the same time. Thank you for being triggered at the least little thing. Now we know our place in all of this. We're the alchemizers. We're the filtration systems. We're the children of the divine feminine, the goddess herself, the sacred heart. Blessed be our hearts. Blessed be our emotions. Blessed be all hearts, because we are one hologram, one quantum field, and that it works both ways. It works both ways. Not only do we absorb the filtration system of what needs to be alchemized through us, but it works the other way too, where our light, our love, reaches out through that neural net and out into the quantum field. That the love we give ourselves, the comfort that we give ourselves as we feel everything raw and rough and jagged edged as it may be at times, lonely and desperate and desolate as we have been in this life. Every time we love a piece of that, even but for a second, that love just radiates out and blesses all of life, not just human life, all of life. Particularly when we bless our hearts, we bless the hologram of planet Earth at its core. So blessed be my heart. I love you. Just say it to your own heart. I love you. It's okay. I love you. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. As you feel it, you heal it. And you're not alone. Every heart is beating right along with ours, and not just the human hearts, the hearts of trees, the hearts of all animals, the hearts of all sentient beings, this dimension and otherwise, are watching us do our thing, lighting up this world with a heart light, with a love so strong. Blessed be the divine feminines. Blessed be the empaths, for we shall heal the earth, because we are. And we always have. We just didn't know. But now we do. So may we walk a little bit taller, a little bit more assured, a little bit more esteeming ourselves, estimating ourselves as the divine beings that we truly are. Clearing out our own personal emotional baggage, our own ancestral lineages, our own neighborhoods. And indeed, clearing out what needs to be cleared out from all of humanity. What more sacred task could there be? Our tears turning to holy water, bathing us all, known or unknown. We are worthy of love, and what we feel is worthy of more love, not less. So it is. Take a few deep breaths. Breathe. As you're ready, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Or if you like, just keep your eyes closed and let yourself drift off into sleep. And I will close this with a prayer. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, please bless everyone watching this live or later, that we may receive the grace, the peace, the healing, and all that we need in this physical world to do what we came here to do what we were chosen to do in these bodies, in these lives, in this time. That whether we're the angels in form or the gods returning or whoever, whatever we are in truth, bless us with the magic, the miracles, and the mysticism we need to rise up and remember who we are and serve one another, even from the comfort or not so comfort of our own homes. And may we remember that we're not alone, that we are all one, and the missing L is love. And that when we remember to focus on love, to choose love, to open our hearts, the awakening process remembers. And that every feeling we feel needs more love, not less. Because that's the missing ingredient. The ultimate antidote, consistently applied. 3 magic words pointed at whoever like a wand. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll do my best to be back here at 11 a.m. We'll see what the gods have me do. But for right now, I am going to go catch some sleep. I have a talk with Colin. Colin and I have an appointment to talk after this. That being said, may you be blessed with all that you need. May all that you need find you before you know you need it. May you be blessed for the well-being of all. I love you too, Maury. Thank you all so much. And say it with me as I do every single time when I sign off, so that you are doubly blessed. Hail, farewell, and blessed be. Good night.